Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Cbse Courses with Reeti. As we were discussing about the chapter carbon and its compounds, this is the time where we start talking about the topic functional groups. Now, this is what we actually have to learn in class 10. Previously, whatever we were learning, it was something basic, something we have already idea about. Now, functional groups. Before starting it, don't be, get nervous. Just believe in me. Stay focused throughout the video. I'll try not to make it too long, but obviously I will complete the topic functional group today or in the two videos coming. Okay? So what are functional groups? Is the topic of the day first of all. So atoms, a group of atoms. Atom is what you all know. I think I don't really need to tell you what is atom. Atoms, a group of atoms that decides property and reactivity. Now, these 2 points are very, very, very important. Atom is a group of atoms that decides property and reactivity that decide property and reactivity of a carbon chain. I know it is not perfect, but okay, let us say. Now, what do I mean that atom, a group of atom that decide property and reactivity of a carbon chain? Let me tell you. Let us take example of CH4. Okay, let me take an example of this CH4. Now, all of you, if you don't know how to name this, how to draw the structure of something simple like methane, then you need to watch my previous videos in which I have just dig into the details about the IUPAC nomenclature and all about this. Here, we are on an advanced level, so obviously I am not going to tell you the basic things in this video, but obviously I have a video already there for you. Methane. Methane. Methane means what? Just a second. Let me just get my 2 markers ready. Methane means that I have 1 carbon, right? And I told you that even if you don't know how many hydrogen, you can just take it out, right? 1 carbon, so I will have 1 carbon. It will have 4 valencies. I have to fill them with hydrogen because I don't have any other element here. So this is what CH4 looks like. Now, let me say that just remove this hydrogen and put chlorine here. Put chlorine here. So, what you will say now? That what I did is, I just added an atom here. ये normal methane से मैंने इसमें एक atom add किया, that is chlorine here. You know chlorine, what it is? I hope you all do know. Just a second. Okay, now it is properly clear. Here, maybe it's not visible. Atom or group of atoms. So now, by adding this Cl, what I did here is, I changed the property and reactivity of this methane. Now, some of you will say that this is not methane anymore. Why? Because it is not CH4. So, my dear friends, methane doesn't represent the number of hydrogen. Methane represents that it has 1 carbon, and this N represents that there is single bond only. It doesn't have anything to do with this hydrogen. It has nothing to do. It just means that you need to have one carbon and single bonds. That is it. और चारों वैलेंसीज ऑब्वियसली कंप्लीट होनी चाहिए. अब मैं इसको Cl से कंप्लीट करूँ या किसी से भी. Obviously the naming will get a bit different, but you can't say कि मैंने मीथेन की का पूरा मीथेन ही बदल दिया. Obviously प्रॉपर्टी या रिएक्टिविटी बदल रही है. Obviously हम इसका एक नेम भी रखेंगे, but still you can't just say that ये अब मीथेन नहीं है, क्योंकि एक कार्बन है और एन ही है. तो ऑब्वियसली मैं इसका नाम पहले बता देती हूँ. इट्स नेम विल बी लाइक क्लोरोमीथेन. So now can you see the thing I was trying to tell you, that it doesn't mean कि मीथेन नहीं है. मीथेन मतलब एक कार्बन, मिथ मतलब one carbon, एन means a single bond, that it is. And this chloro obviously means the Cl I have added up here. ठीक है. So in this topic we are going to look into this chlorine kind of atoms which add onto our carbon shape, something like methane, whose name changes, property changes, reactivity changes, and everything changes. Okay. So first let me just rub it up here. Okay. We'll start with halogens. We'll start with halogens. It will have prefix. Now I know this word is quite hard, and this also is, it's not clear what I'm trying to say. In this chapter, we are in this topic, functional groups, we have few types of atom or group of atoms, or you can say functional groups, जिसके बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे. We are not going to study all the functional groups, but some selective one. From that, it is halogens, alcohols, aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid. These 5 are the types of functional groups we are going to study. Starting with halogen. Halogen are also of many types. Okay. Halogens are also of many types. Like what? Like it can be chlorine, it can be bromine, it can be iodine, and so many. There's a particular table of halogens in your periodic table, but obviously it is reviewed from our syllabus, so we are not going to dig into it. And the halogens you need to know in this class will be chlorine, bromine, and iodine. If you know more, it will be better. If you don't, so basic, these 3 you should know. So these are the halogens. Like chlorine, I gave you the example how it forms a compound with your methane, how it displaces one hydrogen from there. Okay. So chlorine, bromine, iodine. Chlorine का example दिया. Now let us take the example of bromine. Yeah, first let me just tell you prefix क्या होता है. It's a way of naming. Like in the previous video, we learned that ane, ine is a type of naming to represent कितने bond से single bond या single covalent bond है, double covalent bond है या triple covalent bond है. Meth, eth, prop, but, pent was there to tell us the number of carbons. Similarly, these functional groups will also give us some specialized name that we'll use, and that specialized name will tell us which functional group is there. Like what I wrote was chloromethane. So इससे क्या पता चल रहा है? You have chloro means chlorine in that. You have meth means one carbon, and ane means single covalent bond. इस name से you got all the information, right? Similarly, chlorine have chloro, bromine has bromo, iodine has iodo. These are the names or the prefixes. Prefixes means main word से पहले लगने वाला, लाइक दिस क्लोरो मेन वर्ड से पहले, ब्रोमो मेन वर्ड से पहले, आयोडो मेन वर्ड से पहले. So that what prefix means. Most of you must know that. Even if you don't, there's no worry. Okay. Now क्लोरो, ब्रोमो, आयोडो हैलोजेंस होते हैं. हैलोजेंस कुछ इस तरह से नेमिंग के लिए यूज होते हैं. इनकी प्रीफिक्सेस दैट आर क्लोरो, ब्रोमो, आयोडो. क्लोरो, ब्रोमो, आयोडो क्या है? प्रीफिक्सेस, द वर्ड्स व्हिच इज यूज्ड बिफोर द रूट वर्ड. इसको हम रूट वर्ड कह सकते हैं, द बेसिक वर्ड जिसमें हम ऐड कर रहे हैं प्रीफिक्सेस. दैट विल टेल अस कि हाँ ये वाला फंक्शनल ग्रुप लगा है. जैसे क्लोरो लगा है तो इट इज टेलिंग मी दैट मीथेन में फंक्शनल ग्रुप लगा है जो कि है फ्लोरीन. ओके, नाउ let me give you example of, let me just think. Let us do bromo ethane. Bromo ethane. I hope you all can draw. Bromo ethane is quite easy. Just tell me the structure, how to draw it. If you do know, just comment below. Okay, bromo ethane. So it means this. It means 2 carbon. Ane means single covalent bond. तो C/C. ग्रेट. ब्रोमो प्रीफिक्स होता है. प्रीफिक्स किसका होता है? हैलोजन का. हैलोजन में से किसका? ब्रोमीन का. सो ब्रोमो इज फॉर ब्रोमीन. So let me just add Br. Now from the beginning of the chapter I am telling you halogens को you can place anywhere. चाहे यहाँ लगा दो, 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 या तो टर्मिनल पे लगा दो, बीच में लगा दो, एंडिंग पे लगाओ, स्टार्टिंग पे लगाओ, इट डजंट मैटर. बट कुछ फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स ऐसे होते हैं जिसमें वो भी होता है एक पॉइंट मार्कर दैट इसी जगह लगा सकते हैं या इस जगह नहीं लगा सकते. दैट विल डिस्कस. बट फॉर ब्रोमीन just remember for now, just note it down that bromine can be placed anywhere, whether it's a terminal or in the middle. Okay, now bromine और 2 कार्बन हो गए. Now let's fill the valency. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3. कार्बन की 4 valency complete. And this is what bromoethane looks like. So can you just see that if you know how to do naming, it is so easy to draw. By bromo I got the bromine. By ethane I got the that there is 2 carbon and single covalent bond. Now due to this addition of bromine, this chlorine, the property and reactivity of carbon changes. Now क्लोरो और ब्रोमो का एग्जाम्पल देख लिया. सो व्हाई नॉट आयोडो? जस्ट गिव मी एग्जाम्पल ऑफ आयोडीन. Any example for iodine? Just draw anything. Let me just draw anything. Let me just draw. Okay. So okay, I have done. Just give me the naming of these compounds. This is actually a revision for you as well for how to do naming. This I represents iodine. Okay. Okay. Now let us just name it. ये तो पता चल गया हैलोजेंस है, फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स है. ये ऐसा एटम है दैट गेट्स कनेक्टेड टू द कार्बन चेन एंड उसकी प्रॉपर्टी और एक्टिविटी ही चेंज कर देता है. इट्स अ प्रीफिक्स. जब नेमिंग कर रहे हो जैसे क्लोरो मिथाइल लिखेंगे, जैसे ब्रोमो इथेन लिखेंगे. So these words are the prefixes to represent whether it's chlorine, bromine or iodine, and then we can do the naming. And you must know how to do the naming because कभी भी आपके यहाँ तो structure बनाने आ सकते हैं by the naming, or they can ask you which type of functional group is this, so you should know. Okay, now the naming. How will you do? Just count the number of carbon. Number of carbon are 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons means what? Meth, eth, prop, but. Okay, let me just write but. Now all have single covalent bond, no double covalent bond. So butane हो गया. Now इस I को भी लिख रहा है. I का प्रीफिक्स है. प्रीफिक्स मतलब मेन वर्ड से पहले लिख रहा है. What is this? Iodo. So iodo. Oops. I did it. Okay. So this is what? Iodobutane. Okay, so this is how halogens work. Now let us talk about alcohol. A very used word. Just listen to me carefully. All the functional groups are important. I hope it is clear. Just do what? Just write it down here. This point, this definition. It is very important. They can just give you a question for 2 marker. What is functional group? With the example. So you can give functional group and any example from the one I am telling you. Like halogen का example दे दो. Alcohol का aldehyde का anything. So just write this down. Okay. Rubbing it. Fine. Now let us talk about alcohol. Alcohol uses a suffix that is OH. Means किसी भी कार्बन चेन में अगर अल्कोहल लग रहा है यानी OL इसका सफिक्स होता है और अल्कोहल मतलब ज्वाइनिंग ऑफ OH. तो किसी भी कार्बन चेन में अगर OH आप लगा रहे हो, OH इज एटम, यू नो, सो उसमें सफिक्स लगाओगे OL. Okay. Now just try to think of any example, any name, anything. Let me just give you one. So let us say I want to draw methane suffix यानी मेन वर्ड के बाद लगने वाला वर्ड. प्रीफिक्स क्या होता है? मेन वर्ड से पहले वाला. सफिक्स इज यूज्ड आफ्टर द वर्ड. फॉर हियर ऑल, OL. यू कैन रिमेम्बर अल्कोहल के लास्ट में OL आता है, यहाँ पे भी OL. ठीक है. दिस इज अ ट्रिक टू रिमेम्बर दैट आई यूज पर्सनली. सो मिथेनॉल. ये मिथेनॉल कैसे आया? सो मिथेन प्लस OL. तो ये वाला E ऑब्वियसली कट जाएगा एंड इट विल बिकम मिथेनॉल. Looks like chemistry or some circuit like physics, but anyways. So इस तरह से जब सफिक्स लगाते हैं तो एन ई हट जाता है, इन ई हट जाता है. आइन मिथाइन का आइन में ई जो आता है लास्ट में वो कट जाता है. Okay, I didn't give you the example for second and third triple covalent bonds for halogens. Okay, I'll give you in the ending of the chapter. Ending of this video. First, let us focus on alcohol. Methanol, how will you draw that? Just think that how will you draw? Methane means one carbon. So obviously, एक carbon आ गया. Now focus on the suffix. Suffix क्या है? OL. You have to focus on the suffix. तो OL means OH लगेगा. तो OH लगाया. अब बाकी वैलेंसी फिल कर दी. वैलेंसी complete करना is the most important thing. If you are not doing it, सिर्फ COH लिख दिया, so that is not right. Carbon has 4 valency, and in here myth means one carbon, N means single covalent bond. मतलब 4 valency you have to complete anyhow. और N लगा है तो मतलब single covalent bond है, single sharing at a time होगा. So it will look like this. This is how you draw methanol. Can you see how easy it was? It was really very easy, no doubt. So methanol में क्या है? अल्कोहल का OH लगा, जिसकी वजह से हाँ इसका नाम है OL आया. This is a functional group. Now let us take one more example. Let me just draw one and you name it. Okay. Okay. I'm done. It looks like. Name it. Giving you 5 seconds. Just pause the video, comment it in below, and let us then find the right answer. Let's see how many of you can write it correctly. So, yeah. How many carbon are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon means meth, it, prop. So, prop लिखा. Now, single covalent bond के लिए N लगेगा, double के लिए ene and triple ine. Here, single covalent bond, so I will write prop A and OH है यानी OL. So, propanol. Now, again, if you say कि मैंने हाँ E क्यों नहीं लगाया, so just refer to this. E कटेगा. So, this becomes propanol. Now, your homework is to draw butanol. Just draw it, and I will give you the answer in the next video, I promise. Although it's quite easy. Now, single covalent bond को चेक कर ले, एक और बनाते हैं. Let us do few more examples so that we are clear with the naming as well. Let me just give you. Okay, this one is a bit complicated, but I believe you all can do. Although it will not come in your examination this hard, but still. So, it 2 carbon, all मतलब OH, and then completing the valency. Oh, I drew the wrong one. Sorry. I will have to do, it means 2 carbon, ine means triple bond. So it will look like this. Alcohol ऐड कर दिया, ट्रिपल कोवलेंट बॉन्ड लगा दिया, 2 कार्बन लगा दिया है, completing the valency. Ethanol. If you want to draw propanol, in top means 3 carbon, in means double bond, all means OH, and then completing the 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then completing the valency. So this is the example. Now you can draw as a homework again butanol. Okay, so here we are done with alcohol. And again alcohol का OH भी you can place it in the ending, in the mid. It is completely your choice. Wherever you want to put it, you can. This is your privilege, your choice. Okay, so I hope you are clear with it. And I was just thinking, let us just discuss the questions I have given for homework right now only, as we end the video. Before that, bromoethene, how will you draw that? So take question one by one. ब्रोमो तो prefix होता है, तो पहले eth. Eth means 2 carbon. Okay. Now again, in means double covalent bond. So this and this. ब्रोमो means बिया लगा दो कहीं भी. याद रखना, ब्रोमीन and alcohol का OH. I mean not bromine but every halogen like chlorine, bromine, iodine, कोई भी halogen or alcohol जी की OH. You can place it anywhere in the chain. Last भी लगा दो, mid भी लगा दो, no worries. ठीक है? Okay. It is bromo and 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. This is how it will look. मैंने बस यहाँ तक किया, उसके बाद वैलेंसी कंप्लीट कर दी 4 काउंट करके. That's what I'll do. Now the second question was butanol. So how will you draw butanol? But means 4 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. In means double covalent bond. All means OH. कहीं पे भी लगा दो. Let's say मैं यहाँ लगा रही हूँ OH को. And now complete the valency. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how butanol will look like. Now the last question was butanol. This was the question, right? But again means 4 carbon. Ine means triple covalent bond. So can you just see that by the previous video we have improved so much. This is because now we know the rules of the naming. If you are having the doubts again, just go back to the video, play it again and again. You will understand, okay? It will take some time because it's something new to us. But eventually you will succeed. Just try for perfection. Butanol. तो आइन तक तो काम हो गया. All means OH. So यहाँ OH लगाया. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. इसकी तो बैलेंसिंग कंप्लीट. इसकी 1, 2, 3, 4. इसकी भी कंप्लीट. इसकी 1, 2, 3, 4. इसकी 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how butanol will look like. ठीक है? एक और बात. Sometimes the question comes simplest alcohol ड्रॉ करने का आ जाता है या फिर simplest halogen ड्रॉ करने का आ जाता है. How will you do that? Simplest alcohol का structure क्या है? Can you know? Can you guess it? So alcohol क्या होता है? OH. Halogen क्या होता है? Cl, Br या I. So can you see carbon in any of these? Simplest alcohol या simplest halogen, ये दोनों क्या है? अल्कोहल या हाइड्रोजन क्या है? फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स है. दे नीड अ कार्बन चेन. वो कार्बन चेन से ही तो कनेक्ट होते हैं ना. सो हाउ विल यू ड्रॉ द सिंपलेस्ट अल्कोहल और द सिंपलेस्ट हाइड्रोजन? सो द आंसर इज क्वाइट क्लियर. ना OH भी कार्बन है, ना अल्कोहल के फंक्शनल ग्रुप में कार्बन है. नीदर हाइड्रोजन हैज एनी कार्बन इन इट्स functional group. So without the carbon, no functional group, nothing can be done. Okay, so obviously you will take the value of n 1 here. N is number of carbon. Again I am telling you how to find the simplest alcohol or simplest halogen. क्या करोगे? You will take the number of carbons as 1. Number of carbon 1 लिया means एक carbon draw करोगे और उसके बाद just put the your functional group. Like मुझे simplest alcohol बनाना था ना, तो CO and then fill the valency. Obviously this is how you will do. Similarly अगर simplest halogen, so again you will take the value N1. Number of carbon 1 लोगे, Cl and then fill the valency. I know now it looks very easy, but we'll get to know that why I introduced to you these terms in the next video itself. So simplest alcohol OH, simplest halogen chlorine, bromine, iodine को connect करोगे with one number of carbon. Because the functional group itself doesn't have any carbon, so you need one carbon, at least one. Simplest means at least, basic. So basic you need one carbon to at least make it a functional group, which add करने के लिए भी you need one carbon, right? And then hence you will use this formula. Just remember the formula. Alcohol and halogen का simplest निकालने के लिए you will use n is equals to 1, and that's all you will do. So I hope we are clear with this. I hope you like my video. If you do, so do like, subscribe and share my channel. Also ring the bell hang button so you will get all the notifications of my channel. I hope this much is really clear to you. If any doubts, you can comment below anytime. And in the next video, we are going to explore more functional groups. 3 more are remaining basically. And then a very big topic of this chapter will be completed, but more are there to be learned. Till then, bye bye, have a great day ahead, and please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Subscribe.